Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Hubbard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. 8 reads. Coaching spell. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Sam off. Now.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
61, Max Speaker.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
64, ready?
They run, Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. First carry for Darius Geis. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let him know.
On first down, this is Geis. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Freeman. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eason completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, express, check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch 30. 11. See the receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Hey, I-7.
On 2nd down and 4. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
General West.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down. 60 outlaw. A gain of 2 on the play. Two jet bombers. Hey, check 24. Slam, slam, slam. Save.
5. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Check 99. X3. 218. Chopper.
On 1st down, it's Hubbard, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
20. What we got? Switch. Get out.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Tight dog. Check. 61, matchbox lights. Ready to go.
Now Ryan. He's going to air one out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
70.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Anderson's got it. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
61, Sam! And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. And let's pick. Got it. Go full strength.
On 1st down, Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. Got it. 58 to Mike, 58. Hey, Haywood. Let's make these big.
Again, Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
At the 8-yard line.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 39.
From the shotgun, Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum. Take that.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this announcer kind of speechless. Cannot explain what just happened there. Utter lunacy. He ran the wrong way, the length of the field, and gave up a safety. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing to start the drive. Eason gets it off to Freeman. And hang on here. Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Any weapon. Hey, let's go.
2nd and 5. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Right here.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd down, Eason. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 47.
Come on, 6-6. Pull it high. Come on, come get some.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
8 read.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 8. Their 49-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Hey, box truck. Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
Check 52. Check. You go tight. You got tight.
And up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch twins. Check 4. Check 4.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready.
45. Check Mike 45. You gonna get this, boy?
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 77 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. On first down, Eason steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Eason looking for the out route, and he's got more. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Eason rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, exit.
45 to Mike. I got you. I got you. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
From the gun, Eason. And the pressure gets to him again. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason. He gets it in the hands of Geis. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They're not ready for this. Get up.
Here's Ryan. And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Guys, this game's felt a bit weird all along the whole way through, and no better play maybe exemplifies that weirdness than that safety right there.
Partner, you've got a tie game and time running out. You've got to be ultra careful down on that end of the field, and this could very well be the play that decides this football game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They start on the ground with Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. And Thomas has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, Charlie.
I'm on. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check nickel.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
45.
Big grip.
To throw on third down. Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Christian.
45 to Mike.
Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
91.
At the 39-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this,